But are you investing? What is the expectation of your life? Are you getting sleep? Are you drinking water? Are you exercising? Are you stress free? Or all of these things? And y'all, I don't believe, and I keep saying this, I don't believe that you were put on this earth, right, to be a doormat. I don't believe that people can just wipe their feet on you and it's okay. I don't have a problem with the expectation of compensation. You want to be compensated correctly, I have no problem with that. But the same way that you go after compensation, the same way you expect compensation for the job that you're doing, for the work that you're doing, I want you to expect that same compensation for the life that you have, for the life that you're doing, for the life that you want, for the life that you need. The expectation of compensation. Good morning. Hey, good morning. Hey, good morning to you, Ann. I saw that you said good morning. Let me say it one more time for you again. Good morning. Hey, y'all. Good morning to you. Y'all know what today is. Y'all know what we do. Y'all know how we do it. Y'all come on in. Come talk to me. Hey, D. Holly. Good morning. Yes, good morning to you. Good morning. Look. Good morning. Yeah, feeling good. Yes, that's what we're doing this morning. We feeling good. Okay, we are feeling good this morning. Good morning. Look, hold on. Let me situate myself. Okay, let me situate myself. Let me make sure I get there. So D Holly put in good morning. So I just want to make sure that I'm in. That I'm with it. I got you, D Holly, this morning. I got you. I love all those O's and R's and INGs. Hey, y'all, good morning to you. Good morning. Look, y'all, I want you to come on in, kick off your shoes, spend a little time, grab your cup, and let's chit and let's chat and let's talk about it this morning, right? Now, I'm going to get right on into it this morning. I'm going to do what I need to do so we all can be on the same page, right? And then I'm going to come back around to it. This morning, my topic is we are a mess. We are a mess. All right, y'all into it? All right, so y'all, let's go ahead on and do it. We are a mess. But hold on, though. It's M.E.S.S, right? We are a mess. Come on with it. Come on with it. Good morning to you. Good morning. Okay, Lucy Lou said, happy Friday Eve, baby. Yes, indeed. Come on, Lucy Lou. Happy Friday Eve to you. Hey, Charlotte. Hey, New Hire said, good morning. New Hire, my friend. Hey, Charlotte, I haven't seen you in a minute, right? Ann said, right? Okay. Exactly. Y'all come on in. Y'all come on in. Come on in this morning. Okay. Yes. So do me a favor, TikTok. Let's go ahead on and let's tippity tip tap the middle of that screen. I have a goal of 20 donuts. I think I got this morning. So let's go ahead and see if we can get that. We can do that. But I want y'all to tippity tap the middle of that screen. Let me know that y'all are in. Show me some love and all of that good stuff. YouTube, Facebook, Insta, Podbean, X, all of y'all. Can y'all show me some thumbs up? Show me some hearts. Show me some love. And then you know what? Go on over and talk to a friend. Tell a friend to come on over. Come on over and kick those shoes off and come on in and come talk to me this morning, right? Okay, Charlotte put it down in the comments. Yes, indeed. I'm going to say it again. The topic this morning is we are a mess. That's the topic this morning. We are a mess. After everything that had happened this week, you know what happened this week, right? Everything that had happened this week, I'm saying that we are a mess, but we got M.E.S.S. We are a mess. Come on. That's it. We're going to talk about it this morning. Yes, indeed. Come on in. Y'all tippity tap the middle of that screen. Let me know that y'all are in TikTok. Show me some love. Show me some gifts. Show me all the diamonds, whatever it is you want to do. Diamonds. Diamonds are a person's best friend. Look, because y'all know I love a good diamond. Okay. I love a good diamond. But anyways, y'all come on in this morning. Come on in. Okay, come on in. Yes, indeed. Everybody is welcome. And this is what we do. We say good morning, but we don't just say good morning. We say good morning. Yes, indeed. Hey, Podbean, good morning to you. Good morning. Welcome in. All right, y'all. I'm going to go ahead on and put these things in the comments, and we're going to go ahead on and get this thing started. Star said, good morning from Leesburg, Florida. God bless you. Indeed. Same to you. Same to you. Good morning. Libra teacher said, good morning. Hey, Libra teacher. Okay, Star. I love it. Leesburg, Florida. Okay. Leesburg, Florida. Let's see what we got. Okay. Okay, look. D Holly said your hair really looks really nice that tighten. Yes. Come on, yeah. I had told my mom, I said I'm gonna put it up today. I'm gonna put it up. I'm gonna give it some height. I feel like I want to be taller than my 6 feet. You know, I want to be tall. I want to be 6'2". I want to be 6'3". You know, the hair can do that for me. Okay, thank you so much, D Holly. Let's see. Wait a minute. Hold on, y'all. I got to make sure. So it seems like that Liberty just said, love it. Okay. All right, y'all. So good morning to you. All right. So the topic this morning is we are a mess. We are a mess. And I'm going to go ahead on and explain it to you, but I need you to get your cups this morning because we're going to go ahead on and we're going to sip early, right? And we're going to go ahead on and get into this thing because it's going to be a packed next couple of minutes here with us talking about that, right? So I want to make sure that we are good. Okay. I want to make sure we are good. Yes, indeed. Welcome in. Tell a friend. Yes, tell a friend. Okay, not a problem. Not a problem. You come on in. I welcome everybody in. But you know what we say here at Titan in the Morning? Do what you do, but watch my shoes. Y'all know what it is. If you know what it is, you know what it is, right? We love everybody to come in. We are an inclusive space. We are a great space, but we will check you, right? We will check you in that part right there. Okay, so Jack said, no, stop. Your earrings are not it. Are they not? Seem like they it to me. Because look, I can shake my head and they moving. Well, thank you so much, Jax. I appreciate that. Indeed, I appreciate that. Look, they might not be for you, but they for me because they in my ears. What? Yes, good morning to you. Hey, good morning. Hey, Gwen. Good morning. Hey, Miss Gwen. Good morning. I love all those O's and R's and INGs. Come on, Miss Gwen. You better give it to me this morning. I love it so much. I want to say it one more time. Can I say it one more time? Good morning. Hey, good morning. Good morning. Hey, good morning to you. All right, y'all. So the topic this morning is we are a mess. So I want to make sure that we are all on top of it. I'm giving you some time. Grab your cup. You over there, grab your cup. Come on and grab your cup because I got my cup. And this morning it is piping hot. Ooh-wee. That's just a pre-sip. Okay, because I had to. God. Yes, good morning. So grab your cups, y'all. Come on over. Hey, Yesenia, good morning. Thank you so much. Love Me said, slurp morning, y'all. No. Love Me. That's not a slurp. That is very much a sip. That's how we sip here at Titan in the Morning because everything is big in Texas. But I got you, Love Me. I got you. All right, y'all. Y'all got y'all cups? Heather said, you just came into my FYP and made me laugh and smile. So thank you for that. Indeed, Heather, come through. Come through. Charlotte said, I'm doing my breathing before I sip and not slurp. Okay, that part. You better be on it. You better be on it. Look, y'all. We're gonna relax a little bit. I turned the ceiling fan off, and now I'm a little warm. Okay. Look, you can't stop it. The topic this morning is we are a mess. Okay. Libra teacher said, yes, new followers and love the energy. Thank you so much. I thank y'all so much for coming in and following. Tell a friend, tell somebody else to come on and kick their shoes off and get a little bit of Titan in the Morning every Tuesday and Thursday, 8 a.m. a.m. Central Standard Time. Katina said, oh my God, I'm so glad to see your smile. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Good morning to you all. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Let's see, who else do we have? Hey, Percolator. Percolator said, good morning, precious and priceless followers. Thanks for loving his hair. It's always beautiful because it's on his head. You better say it. It's coming out of my scalp. Okay, it's coming out of my scalp. Thank you so much, mama. That's my mama, y'all. Y'all say hi to my mama this morning. Hey, mama. Hey, mama. All right, y'all. So look, this is what it is. The topic this morning is we are a mess, right? So grab your cups. We're going to sprinkle it in. Wait a minute. Hold on, y'all. 1 second. Hold on 1 second. 1 second. Okay. So I got so many new individuals in this morning, right? And so thank y'all so much. Mama, they saying hi to you all over the place over here. Thank y'all so much. So I want to take a pause just for a moment, right? Just for a moment. And I want to let you know what it is that we do here at Titan in the Morning. And it's something so simple, something so easy, right? But I want you to know what that is. So I want to welcome all the newbies in, right? I want to welcome you to the village, the tribe, the gang, and the chosen family. I want to welcome you in to Titan in the Morning. And what we do is we say good morning to each other. Why? Because we woke up this morning. So we are happy about that. And we want to celebrate that. So we say good morning, but we don't just say good morning. We say good morning. And then I want you to put it in the comments the same way that you're saying it, with all the O's and R's and INGs. That's what we want to do, right? That's how we do here in the morning at Titan in the Morning. Another thing is we're going to welcome you in. We're going to talk to you. We're going to be about it. We're going to speak some truth, and we're going to have that. All right. We're going to have that. That's what we're going to do. Secondly, what we're going to do is that we're going to take the topic, right? And we're going to put the topic into the cup. And we're going to put the topic into, y'all see my cup? We're going to put the topic into the cup. And what we do here at Titan in the Morning is that we take a sip out of the cup, right? And this is how we take a sip. Somebody just said it earlier, but we're going to do it one more time so that we know, right? And this is how we do it. So y'all, I'm going to practice it right now. You go along, come along with me, and I'm pretty sure that I'm going to sip 10 times through this broadcast this morning. But I'm going to sprinkle it into the cup. And the topic is we are a mess. That's the topic this morning. We are a mess. So we put it into the cup. Yes, I'm doing it for all the newbies. I'm doing it for all the newbies that those that are coming in and kicking off their shoes and getting ready for it. I'm doing it for you. We're going to sprinkle it in. And then this is how we sip. Okay. Y'all, look, let me tell y'all something. You might be sitting there thinking, you might say it looks like, it sounds like, it may even feel like a slurp, but that is very much a sip. That's how we sip here at Titan in the Morning, because everything is bigger in Texas, unless you've been to Alaska. That's all I want to say on that. So everything is bigger in Texas, but that's how we sip, right? That's how we sip. And thank you all so much for coming in and being here. Thank you for the follows. Thank you for the gifts. Thank you for showing up. And thank you for answering the FYP call, because I had at least 10 of you all said that I came across your FYP. And so I'm like, okay, I'm doing big things. Big popping, big stopping. Okay. And I'm doing it with the earrings. Hold on. Baby, when I tell you a sip is a sip and a sip ain't a sip. All right, y'all. We are a mess. That's the topic this morning. So we have had a week already, right? Elections, everything going on. We have had a week. And so what I want you to do, right? I want you to come along with me this morning, and we're going to talk about we are a mess, right? But it's not going to be your typical mess, right? M.E.S.S. We're gonna hash it out. Of course, come on in. Come on in and come talk to me. Of course. Okay, welcome in. Welcome in. Good morning to you. Good morning. Thank you all so much for the hey mamas. Thank you all so much for the good mornings. Grand rising to you as well. Good morning, Miss V. Hey, good morning. Okay. Breezy the Princess says, thank you. I needed this. Hey, Breezy. Welcome in. Welcome in. Libra Teacher said, good morning. Good morning. Charlotte said, hello, Mom of Titan. Okay. Ashley says, always a blessing to wake up. Yes, indeed. Fabulous said, hello, Mom. Katina said, hey, Mom. Ann said, hey, Mama. Ashley said, hey, Mama. Katina said, you work your locks. And I be trying, Katina. I be trying. Fabulous said, good morning. You share wonderful energy. Thank you so much. Thank you all for the gifts. Thank you all for the likes. Keep on tippity tap in the middle of that screen, TikTok. D. Holly said, hey, Mama. Hey, thank you so much, D. Holly. Y'all keep showing me some thumbs up, showing me some hearts, showing me some love over here. YouTube, Facebook. Y'all like, y'all follow, y'all share. All right. Now, yes, I am Titan Capri on all social media. So if you're going to follow me, come on, come follow me. Come follow me, right? That's what we do. All right, y'all. So this is what the topic is this morning. The topic is we are a mess, right? Everybody knows what has happened this week, right? With the election, with the new president, all of these things, right? And a lot of us were not happy about the outcome, right? And so yesterday there was a rally at the Montrose Center. And so I went over to the rally just to talk about, just to give some people, you know, it was a rally and it was good for us to come together and then just, you know, put out into the universe that we're going to be okay. But the key to all of this is that we have to acknowledge where we're at and what we're doing. Okay. Hey, good morning, Miss JoJo. Thank you for the follow. And so last night I was sitting, right, and I was saying to myself, and myself say, y'all, hold on a second. I think my what's the name is clocking. Hold on. Looks like I'm kind of frozen over on YouTube. Hold up. Just trying to make sure. Okay, there we go. I think we're good. Hold on. Okay. All right, y'all. I'm gonna keep on going because I'm trying to see, because it looks like my what's the name froze for a second. But anyways, so I went to the it's late, my friend. Gotta go to work. We'll talk. Okay, all right, new hire. Thank you so much for tuning in. I appreciate you. Bamboo Spice said, now see you. Okay, good. My mom says, thank you. Thanks to all my preciousness. She said, thank you all. Okay, so we are a mess. That's the topic this morning, right? So I go to the rally last night, and you know, you don't really know what to expect, but it's from a good space, right? Because a lot of people need to release, a lot of people need to understand, you know, things happen, you know, you had your hopes up, it didn't go your way, all of these things like that, right? And so last night I was sitting at home and I was sitting in my spirit, and my spirit said, you are a mess, right? And I said, oh no, spirit, I'm not a mess, because I can't be a mess. No, Titan, you a mess. Meaning, right? Mess, meaning mobilize, educate, right? Support, and sustain. All right, I'm gonna come back to it one more time for y'all. You are a mess. My spirit said, Titan, you are a mess. And I said, no, spirit, I can't be a mess, right? Because I'm good in this. I understand that. There have been, since I've been on this earth, there has been quite a few presidents that have come my way. So I understand. I got it, right? And not every president is going to have my best interests at heart, right? But my spirit said, you are a mess. Mobilize, educate, right? Support, and sustain. That's the mess that you are. So last night, while I was at this rally, I was having conversations with, you know, people that were there, and what we were talking about and how we were uplifting and doing all of these things, right? And so I said to them, I said, you know, this is key. Thank you for the rally. I appreciate this, because we need something. There's a lot of us out here in this world that we are living our lives and we don't necessarily need it, right? We don't necessarily need it because we know what to expect. But there are other individuals out there that need to know that we can come together, that we can plan and strategize and do the things that we need to do, right? And so with that, a lot of times we don't get the opportunity to do that. So last night, I thanked them for organizing, right? Mobilizing, right? I thank them for educating. You with me? I thank them for supporting the community. And I thank them for sustaining, meaning that although this happened, although this is going, we know how to bob and weave. We know how to bob and use our weave. We know how to do these things. And y'all, I'm not taking anything away from your feelings, right? Because we are a mess doesn't mean that you cannot acknowledge your feelings in this. What I'm saying is that we are going to mobilize because we are a mess, right? We're going to educate because we are a mess, right? We're going to support because we are a mess. And then we're going to sustain because we're going to leave a legacy. We're going to keep on going. We're going to keep on doing. And we're going to do it in the way that we can. You know what I'm saying? You know how people tell you, oh, well, somebody shut the door over here. Well, I'm going to go find another door. Well, somebody shut that door. Well, I'm going to find a window. Well, somebody shut that window. Well, I'm going to find a garage. Well, somebody shut that. I'm going to find a doggy door. You know what I mean? Like if there's a will, there is a way. And so when I say that we are a mess, I don't mean it in a bad sense. I mean it in a good sense because we're going to mobilize, right? We're going to come together. We're going to make sure that our community stands strong and we go forward, even though we know what's coming, right? We still are going to find a way to do that. And then secondly, we're going to educate. We're going to tell you, we're going to let you know, for those that may not know anything about politics, may not know anything about laws or the Senate or the House or anything like that, or the forms of government, anything like that. We're going to educate you, right? We're going to educate you and we're going to let you know. Okay. Okay, look, y'all. And see, y'all, this is why we do what we do, right? Whoever this is, him 91, womanhood is not a costume, sir. Who said womanhood was a costume? Who said womanhood was a costume? See, y'all, this is why we are a mess, right? We're going to mobilize because things like this always happen. People always want to come on and tell you who you are and what you are. What does womanhood is not a costume got to do with what I'm saying right here? You want to tell me this, right? But we're going to mobilize. We're going to educate individuals on what that is because we cannot stand here and be a part of this world and let people tell us who we are and what we are and how we're supposed to show up, right? And then I am going to support. I'm going to support my community. I'm going to support my intersections. I'm going to support those people that need support, those people that supported me when I needed support. And then I'm going to sustain because my legacy is cemented, right? When I leave you all, when I'm gone from here, when it's time for me to ascend, when it's time for me to go about my business, I left a legacy I'm going to sustain because I'm going to make sure that you understand that we are a mess. We are a mess. We're going to mobilize. We're going to educate. We're going to support, and we most definitely will sustain. This right here won't take us out of here. Do we have a long fight ahead of us? Do we got things that we need to do? Most definitely. But we are a mess. We are a mess. We are a mess. Y'all feel me? Y'all with me this morning? Come on, because come talk to me because people want to tell you who you should be. People want to tell you, right, that you can't be this and you can't do that. People want to tell you that you are wrong for living on this earth. And y'all, we always come back to this. And I don't understand why all the time, right? And then somebody else say you love women. What does this have to do with what's going on? Of course I love women, right? Why wouldn't I love women? But I think you're asking it in a different sense. Not a problem. Not a problem. Indeed. So a lot of people want to tell you that this is what you are supposed to do. But this morning, we are a mess. We are a mess, right? The election is not going to take us out of here. We still have to mobilize. We still have to educate. We still have to support, and we must sustain that part. And I'm talking to whoever this is right here, talking to you, but I'm also talking to myself because right now you are sitting there and you are thinking that it's done. No, it's not done. Now we have to mobilize. Now we got to educate. Now we got to support even more so. And then we must sustain. There are key people and key places, right? that are going to do these things, that are going to be there. Last night with the rally, there were key people from the neighborhood, key people from the community, key people from in politics, key people in legislation, all of these things, right? Keep people on the force, all of these things, because we know that it's not over. We know that it's not over. It's done. And so what I want you to do this morning is when you think about mess, don't think about you in shambles and you're going crazy. And don't think about that. Think about mess. You're mobilizing, right? You're educating, you're supporting, and you're sustaining. That's the part. That's the part. We can't go anywhere if we don't know where we came from. So educate yourself, right? We're going to mobilize. We're going to come together. We're going to make sure that we are good. You feel me? We're going to make sure that we are good. However, you with me? You a mess. So we're going to mobilize. We're going to educate. We're going to give you the 1, 2, 3s. We're going to give you a Jasmine Crockett. That's what we're going to do. We're going to make sure. Okay? We're going to make sure how things are run. We're going to make sure that you know the nuts and bolts. We're going to make sure you have the meat and potatoes, not just the sides. We're going to make sure, right? And that's how we will do that, right? And then we're going to support. I'm going to come out. I'm going to support you. And supporting doesn't mean that you have to always be out and doing this and doing that. Support means, right, that you are supporting who I am and what I am, that you respect me for just being on this earth and being who I am, that you have the knowledge and understanding that I am a human being just like you, right? And then sustain. I don't have to sit here and tell you all day long that you are good, right? I'm going to come. I'm going to make sure. I'm going to show up. I'm going to be present. And every time I step out or I do something, I'm going to always be right there. I'm going to always be right there. Sustain. Sustain. You don't have to be by yourself. You don't have to be out here by yourself, but you are a mess. We are a mess. And the mess is that we are here for each other. So have your moment. Do what you feel you need to do. Do it how you need to do it, right? Acknowledge it. So the key is acknowledgement. What happens is we don't acknowledge that this is something that bothered us. This is something that makes us feel a certain kind of way. This is something that we are doing, right? Because we got to say, okay, you know what? This happened on Tuesday. It did, but I'm good, right? Not good like it's gone. I will never think about it, but I'm good in the sense of I understand, I acknowledge what it is, and now I can move forward. And now I can move forward. Indeed. Indeed. Yep, indeed. Let me tell y'all something. So while I'm over here talking this morning, hey, thank you so much. While I'm over here talking this morning, I really want to just address these things, right? So there is someone on TikTok that is constantly putting in comments over and over and over again. No, you're not it. This is not for you. This is da 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 da. And so you have to ask yourself, right? You a mess. But I'm not talking about the mess that I'm talking about this morning. You a mess. You know what I'm saying? Because you are in shambles. You want to make somebody else's life be in shambles. And I'm just going to be real with y'all this morning. Every time I get on here, right? This is not a oh, woe is me type of thing, but this is what people do. If you don't mobilize, right? People will steer you in a way that they feel that you should go. If you don't educate, right? People will make you feel like you are less than, right? If you do not support, right? People will come on to your platforms and tell you all of those things, right? And so sometimes what you do is you have to understand, in order for you to sustain, you're going to have to go through those things. You're going to have to be around those things. You're going to have to understand those things. So just like Tuesday, it's not that we're saying that it's over, that it's done, that it's nothing. We're saying we see it, we acknowledge it, but we are a mess. We're going to mobilize. We're going to educate. We're going to support. And then we are going to sustain. And however sustainment look to you may be different from how I sustain, right? May be different. But people will tell you that you don't deserve. People will tell you that you should not be. People will tell you right now that you are something other than who God made you or who you feel you are or how you show up, right? Craziness. Craziness. A lot of times people will tell you all the time that you are something other than who you truly are, right? So I want to tell you all this morning. You are a mess, right? And that's what we're talking about this morning. You are a mess, right? But we're talking about you mobilizing, you educating, you supporting, and you sustaining. That's the mess that you are, right? That's it. That's it. Yes, indeed. Can I get somebody to put it into the comments? Can I get somebody to put it into the comments? Because we need to make sure, right? Mobilize, right? We're going to come together. We're going to be that village, that tribe, that gang, and that chosen family. We're going to educate. I'm going to let everybody know what the real deal is, right? Y'all heard me say Jasmine Crockett earlier. I'm going to let y'all know. I'm going to come with the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm going to let you know what's actually happening, right? Although the president, who the president is, we have to understand what it means to vote, what it means for elections, what it means for your local elections, what it means for your community, for your neighborhoods, what it means for you to be present in the things that are happening in and around your neighborhoods, right? Prime example. Everybody thought that this flood ordinance, right, that was on the ticket for Harris County was the thing that we needed to do. But they voted against it 60-40. Literally voted against it because it was going to raise our taxes, our property taxes. It was going to take away from us. And it wasn't just going to raise it by a percentage, 1%, 0 point, blah. No, it was going to raise it to a point to where you were looking at having all these taxes taken out. And then from 1 year to the next, you're gone. But they want to beautify. They want to build all of these things. But y'all, they are over here tearing down schools and uprooting neighborhoods and closing things out. In my neighborhood, there is not a major grocery store, right? In my neighborhood, I got to travel at least 2 or 3 miles outside of my neighborhood in order to get to a actual grocery store, right? Now, we do have certain stores and things like that in the neighborhood, but we don't have a urgent care. We don't have all of those things in my neighborhood, right? Then they talk about the flooding, right? So now we got this flood ordinance, right? And so everybody voted against that because they told us before that they fixed it, right? But y'all, Houston is still flooding. We get a good old gust of wind with some rain behind it, and we are flooding. Where did all that money go? Where did it go? What was it for? Okay. And you're right, Keisha. They gotten all that bond money for flooding and did nothing with it. So, y'all, here's the thing. Everybody was like, no, you should vote for it because it's Harris County. It's going to beautify the schools. It's going to do that. But what about the schools in the hood? Right? Okay, Keisha, you write a hard cry and we flooding. We flooding. All I need is 2, 3 big tears and we flooding. But then you got this over here. You're beautifying. You're doing this. You're doing all of this stuff, curb appeal and all of this. But is it in the neighborhood? And y'all, I live in the hood and I'm not ashamed to say it, right? But here's the thing. You're taking all that money and you're going over there on top of the hill and you're making it pretty for them. So that water runs downhill and then it sits down in our neighborhoods. We don't have schools down the street anymore. You know what I mean? They have tore down all the schools. They have opened up all the land. They have moved everything out of the way. but yet and still our taxes are still going up. We are still paying for these things that are happening. Have y'all got a water bill lately? Look at your water bill. Look at your water bill. Danny said, y'all remember the fire in Hawaii? All the rich folks' homes were untouched. Indeed. Indeed. Hey, Spicy Gal, good morning. She said, good morning, love. Good morning. Y'all check your water bill. Check your light bill. Check those and check the fees. Check the fees. Everything has a fee. And then if you look at your bill, right? If you look at your bill, okay? So this is the education. Look at your bill and look at what the fees are for. And just imagine those fees being doubled. Yeah. The election might have brought on this, but I thank God for us Houstonians, us Harris County individuals here down here. We made sure that was not going to go forward. It was $1 billion project. Who's going to pay for that? And we don't have it. We over here scraping and scrimping and trying to pay our bills because we are a mess. So what we're going to do this morning and going forward any other morning, we're going to mobilize. We're going to educate. We're going to let you know what's really happening. We're going to support your decision not to support that, right? And then we're going to show you how you can do that. And then we're going to sustain because it's for our children. It's for our individuals that will be here once we are gone. Our ancestors did it for us. What are we going to do? Danny said, I think a big thing that is happening is that cutting out the middle class. Indeed. So here's the thing, y'all. We know there's a hierarchy. We understand that. We are not oblivious to it being a hierarchy. We know that ish run downhill. We know this, right? Look at your job. Look at your life. Look at your class, right? Look at your class. You got lower class, middle class, upper class. You got rich beyond means. We fall into those things, right, y'all? And so here's the thing. I'm not telling you to do what you do. Don't do it, however you do it. But I'm saying that we are a mess. A lot of times we will go with things that we hear and we see because we're not educated on it. We don't, like last night, they mobilized a rally last night. And it wasn't anything that was not peaceful. It was a peaceful rally, but we were speaking truth to power. Some of us are hurting. Some of us don't understand. Some of us, this is their first time voting and they don't get it. So we're not trying to change you. We just want to educate you on where you are, what's going on. What do these bills mean? What do these laws mean? What happens now that they have taken over the Senate or Congress or those seats? What does it mean? How many years is somebody supposed to sit in that seat? How many years? What happens here? What trickles down, right? And we say, oh, well, I'm not into politics, but I'm gonna just vote for this person just because. You need to know what's going on, especially in your own neighborhood. And I'm gonna tell y'all something. Most of the time, I didn't know what was going on because I was only renting, right? When you start buying things, when you start having a mortgage, when you start having a car note, when you start having bills come in that have fees and taxes attached to it, and you don't even know why am I being charged this? I ain't did nothing. You know what I'm saying? And then our retirement age is trying to move, right? And then you're sitting here saying that these people, our elders, have worked themselves to the bone and they can't get a tax break. Then you got these conglomerates moving into the community wanting to give these elders $50,000, $60,000, $70,000 for their home that is literally worth $200,000, $300,000 because it's in the neighborhood or it's in a space where they can take it and flip it and then raise the taxes. And so everybody was happy after Harvey, right? Everybody was happy after Harvey because the people came out and they were rebuilding and doing all of this. But what you have to understand is once you start to beautify, once you start to do curb appeal, right? Those shotgun houses, those houses that have bad foundation, those things like that, you are going to have to beautify that. You're going to have to rebuild that because now it's not part of the curb appeal. Y'all know how I do it. I break it down like I'm on the 5th floor and I'm only holding up 4 fingers, right? Yes, indeed, gentrification at its best. Daddy said gentrified. But y'all, you got to be careful because they will make a promise to make it better for you. But then they will have to, once they make it better, now you got to move because you can't afford it. And this is a house that you own. This is a house that was built back in the 50s, right? Or the 40s or whatever have you. This is your house. And some of us, right? Our elders, this is all they have. So Harvey, right? The FEMA coming in and all of these other things coming in was great, right? To help. But then you think about it. And then somebody mentioned Hawaii, right? Think about that fire in Hawaii, right? All of those homes that were not touched, but the homes that were touched, now they have to either give them up, right? Take a lump sum of cash or whatever it was for that home. And now the land is no longer theirs. You feel what I'm saying? Like, and that's not right. And then people were coming in and buying up the land that was theirs, that they house sat on before the fire. And that's the problem. That's the part. So y'all, when I say that we are a mess, I'm saying that we have to mobilize and educate and support and sustain. We got to let our people know that this is not how we're going out. We got to understand. We got to pick up a ballot. We got to understand what the rules and the regulations are. We have to understand the terms of service. We got to understand what is really going on. You with me? That's what we got to do. We cannot be here saying that, oh, it is what it is. No. We got to mobilize. We have to educate. We got to support. We got to sustain. So last night at the rally, I said to quite a few people, we know what this is. This ain't our first time at the rodeo. You feel me? This ain't my first time around the block, and I done stood on a couple of corners. You feel me? So how do I survive? How do I move? How do I mobilize? How do I educate? How do I support? And then how do I sustain? Well, I'm going to get on my platforms. I'm going to go around and I'm going to educate as much as I can and as loud as I can and as many times as I can. I'm going to make sure that when I show up, I'm on point with it. I'm letting you know what's happening. I'm letting you know what's going on. I'm going to support you, respect you, and I'm going to let you know. And then I'm going to support. I'm going to stand there with you. I'm just not going to give you the education because I'm probably going to be educating myself at the same time. You feel me? So let us learn together. And then once we are supporting, what I'm about to do is I'm about to sustain because I'm about to say, okay, now your homework, right, as well as mine is to go tell somebody else. And I don't have to convert you into anything. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying that we are a mess. I'm saying that in order for us to survive this that happened this week, right? And anything else that comes after it, anything else that came before it, we are going to have to be a mess. We're going to have to be a mess. And we're going to have to be okay with people calling us a mess. You feel me? Y'all know I'm on this platform every Tuesday and Thursday, 8 a.m. Central Standard Time. Is tight in the morning, but y'all know I'm going to always speak truth. And if I'm wrong, then I'm wrong. If I'm right, then I'm right. But what we cannot do is ignore it and say that it doesn't exist, because what happened on Tuesday affects us all, whether we want to think about it, whether we want to feel about it, however we feel about the opponents, all of this, right? All of this affects us all. And then not only that, it's going to affect our future. It's going to affect our children. It's going to affect our elders. It's going to affect the very fabric of life, period. So I need for you to be a mess. I need for you to be a mess. And look, you don't have to do it on a global scale. Do it right in your family. Let your family know the history. Let your family understand. And you're going to have people that are going to oppose you. They're going to argue with you. They're going to tell you, but you're not being a mess, right? Just for that. What you are doing, you're being a mess for everything that's happening. Everything. You with me? You might not like it. You might not feel me. You might not even understand me, because I'm a Black gay man who is HIV positive, and you're probably saying to yourself, what does that have to do with me, Titan? It has a lot to do with you. You are a human on this planet. Take away everything else that I just said about who I am and how I show up for a moment. You are human. Every cause has an effect. Everything has a rhyme or a reason. It's the butterfly effect. A butterfly will flap its wings over here, but it'll be a storm thousands of miles away. You understand what I'm saying? Just because it's not attacking you, just because it's not knocking you down, that doesn't mean it doesn't affect you. Y'all remember 19? 19 was something that affected the globe, the world. Shut us down. But it doesn't have anything to do with us. Yes, it does. Any type of epidemic, pandemic, anything has to do with us. If it's on this earth, it has to do with us. So last night, I acknowledged what happened on Tuesday. We were all somber. We were all, in our feelings, and we understood, and rightfully so, right? I'm not going to take anything away from you on that. But what I'm going to say to you, right, is that we are a mess. Now is not the time for us to stop. Have your moment, shed your tears, shake that ish off, shift those gears. Why? Because I belong here. You feel me? That's from a piece that I did at Heart and Soul some time ago. And it's called I Belong Here. Right? Y'all, this is what I'm talking about this morning. We don't have to conform to it. Where there's a will, there's a way. And all throughout time, for millennia beyond millennia beyond millennia, we have always been a mess. Right? Have your moment, right? Shed your tears. But I want you to shake that ish off. And then I want you to shift those gears. Right? Why? Because I belong here. People are going to tell you that you don't. People are going to tell you that you shouldn't. People are going to tell you that that's not your fight. That's not your battle. But if it touches the sunlight, if it touches the moonlight, we are a mess. And if you've never mobilized before, now's your time. If you've never educated yourself for anybody else, now's your time. If you never supported something, now is your time. And if you never thought about sustainability, if you never thought about your legacy, now is your time. We are a mess. And I am glad that we are a mess. Yesterday, they mobilized over at the Montrose Center. They had a rally. They mobilized. They educated. You feel me? They educated us. And some of us already knew, but they educated us on what was going on and what was happening. They showed support. They allowed us to breathe. They allowed us to yell. They allowed us to lay our burdens down, if only for a moment. But the purpose was sustainability. Y'all, we're not going nowhere. We're not going nowhere. Those people that came before us did not lose, did not become unalive, did not do all of these things for them just to do it. They did it because of legacy. They did it because of life. They did it because they were a mess. They did it so we could have a future. Now, y'all, the future may not look the way that we feel that it should look, but we have a future. As long as we continue to be a mess. As long as we continue to be a mess. So I'm talking to all of y'all this morning. You are a mess. I'm talking to all of y'all this morning. You are a mess. But you are a mess. You mobilize, you educate, you support, and you sustain. That's the mess that you are. And don't let nobody tell you different, that you can't do. You could be sitting in your house. You don't have to go outside. You don't have to do all of this here and all that right there. What you do is you just go ahead on, pick up the phone, support somebody, pick up the phone, educate somebody, post and educate somebody, right? But know that you are not alone. Know that you are not by yourself. Know that we are here with you. We are a mess as well. And y'all, I'm going to be a mess. Because y'all know we got on this morning and the first thing somebody was talking about was how I look like a female and do I like women and all this other kind of stuff like this. Y'all, what does that have to do with anything? But let me educate you, right? I'm a mess. This morning, I'm going to mobilize, right? This morning, I'm going to educate you that I am who I am, and that's all that I can be. And I don't give a damn if your eyes can see. If you can't see what I can see, then you're blind. Salt and pepper, okay? Circle, salt and pepper. I don't have time for it. Y'all know I'm not playing the game. That's not the game that I play. But I will speak on those things because it's real life. And we need to understand that things are not all gravy, that things are not just roses and plants and flowers. We know this. But y'all want to tell y'all today, we are a mess. I am a mess. Titan is a mess because I'm going to continue to mobilize. I'm going to continue to educate. I'm going to continue to bring the truth. I'm going to continue to let you know what I've been through, what I've seen, and how it makes me feel. Now, this is mine here, but I can't talk on anything that I have not experienced, right? We're going to talk about trauma. We're going to talk about life. We're going to talk about AIDS. We're going to talk about HIV. We're going to talk about the LGBTQIA plus community. We're going to talk about all of these things in this world because they are real. And I'm going to support you in the way that you support me. But you don't have to support me in order for me to support you. I'm going to support you regardless. You feel me? Because I'm going to give you that respect. Now, if you come over here and you're not watching what you're doing and you step on my shoes, that's something totally different. Now, that's me and you. But I'm going to be a mess. And then I'm going to sustain, y'all. I'm leaving a legacy, regardless if you believe me or not. Regardless if you're saying that I'm leaving a legacy or not. Regardless if you say that I'm not supposed to be here. I have done that. I have been here. I know my purpose, and my purpose is clear. So I'm going to sustain on that purpose. Now, I don't have to convince, I don't have to change, I don't have to do everybody in the world, right? But I was placed in this time continuing in this piece of the universe. I was placed here for a reason. And my reason is because I'm a mess. My reason is because I'm a mess. So I'm going to do what I need to do. I'm going to do it the way I'm supposed to do it. I'm going to do it the way that I was put on this earth to do. That's what we're going to do. When I made the decision to change the flow of my platform, when I made the decision to always be who I am and tell you that and let you know, thank you so much for the gifts. When I tell you that, come on, I'm a mess. You a mess. That's a good thing. Because last night I saw a parking lot full of messes. I saw a parking lot full of people that are a mess. People that are willing to mobilize, people that are willing to educate in every facet of life, the courtroom, the boardroom, the classroom, the parking lot. They are willing to support you because they know that things are not right. And sometimes some people have to be in key places in order to make change, but that's support. I support you in that. And then now that I have mobilized, I have educated, I have supported you, now how do we sustain? How do we keep it going? How do we make sure? That's what we do. The system is the system, and the system is going to be what it is, right? But we have always figured out how to work in the system. We have always figured out how to maneuver in this system. We have always figured out how to make it. And is it right, Titan? No, because I think everybody deserves an equal playing field, a leveled playing field. However, we know that's not the case in point for a certain demographic of people on this earth, for our Black and brown individuals, for our LGBTQIA plus individuals, for our people of trans experience, for our natives, indigenous people, for our Latinos, Hispanics, right? We know that it's not always great for us. People will tell you, Titan, let that go. Titan, I don't even know why you even worried about it. What you doing with it? It affects us all. And you're right, Cherry, it will never be a level playing field. Never. Because let me tell y'all something, right? While we're out here being a mess, we know that the system was put in place to exist, to survive, to thrive long after we're gone. The system was here long before we got here. You feel me? Did you catch me on the key players? Long as I keep the key players in certain spaces and places, the system will continue. Look at the election. The president had to get key people in key places and spaces in order for this next 4 years to go the way that they want it to go. That's anybody. I got to get you in so that I can set myself up. Watch what you do. That's why it's important to know how government works, how politics works. That's why it's important for you to know the election is just not the presidential election. That's why it's important for you to know that those propositions that are on the ballots are not just there just because. You feel me? Indeed, indeed. Racism has been around since the dawn of time, and it's not going anyway anytime soon. We have to be careful. You are a mess. I am a mess. We are a mess. So this morning, y'all, I need to take a sip because, whew, Lord have mercy. Well, hello, hey, hey, over on Podbean, Andrew said that he is, look, I think he said from Thailand. Hold on, let me see. Andrew said, good evening from Thailand, over on Podbean. My dad black, my mom white. I look white. Okay. I don't care what people say. No politics, please. Indeed. Indeed. And Andrew, you have your right to feel that way and to be that way. And so here's the thing. It's crazy that and thank you, Andrew, for being on. Thank you for giving your comments. Thank you for that. Here's the thing, right? It's crazy that we have to identify who we are, what we are, or how we show up. Like, it's crazy how people will put labels on you. In order for you to be in this world, you must have a label. You got to be something. You got to be this way. You got to be that way, or you got to do this and you got to do that. No, no. How about I just be a human? But I can't. I can't just be human because the system that's in place doesn't allow me to check the box of a human. Some of y'all gonna catch that in the parking lot. Mhm. Yep, they're gonna catch it in the parking lot, Titan. Yeah, yeah. There's no box for human. There's no box for human. Nope. Yep. It's crazy because my family, right, is part Mexican, right? My grandmother, right? Her father was Mexican. Her mother was black. And so it's crazy how we're descendants. When I go to my family reunions, when I talk with my aunts and my uncles, my great aunts and uncles and things like that, it's always this thing that I didn't understand being younger, growing up, what they had experienced during that time. But I knew my grandmother's struggles, right? I knew it. And so, y'all, I had to really understand, like, what do you mean? But we're human. We should all love each other. Love, peace. We should all do that. No, that's not how it works. The system says that we're not allowed to just love you as a human. We have to love you around who you are, what you are. That your culture doesn't mean the same as mine. That means that your skin color doesn't get the same props that mine does. That means that there is a target on your back because they feel that you're taking over. But I'm human. Yeah, Titan, I know you're human, but this is what's happening in the world, right? I don't see color. I just see this. No, you do. You do. You have to, right? You are a mess. We are a mess. Y'all, I'm about to get out of here, but I want to say this last piece. We are a mess. We are a mess. Despite what has happened this week, despite what's going to happen in the upcoming weeks, despite what's going to happen in the next month, the next year, the next 5 to 10 years, right? what I want you to do, right? I want you to understand that you are a mess, that you are a mess. You need to mobilize, right? And I'm going to say need to, because we all need to do this, right? Mobilize, educate, support, and sustain, right? You are already probably doing it in your lives and in your worlds and in your communities right now. But I want you to pay attention to where you are right now. Have you mobilized? Have you educated? And you don't have to educate in the sense of education, meaning in the schools and stuff like that. But then, y'all, let's talk about it, right? Even in the schools, they are taking away the books. They are taking away diversity, inclusion, and they're taking away critical race theory and all this stuff that they put these buzzwords on. But here's the thing, y'all. It's our history. They want to erase it. They want to take it away from us. We don't deserve our history. Everybody else get their history. We can't have our history. But you ask yourself, why is that? Why is that? If it was not a problem, it wouldn't be nothing to do with it. We have to educate. And then we got to support. We got to support. We cannot tell people, right? We cannot tell people that they are not right for being who they are. So we got to support that. And then lastly, we have to sustain. We have to sustain, right? We got to be, we got to do, we got to show up. We have to be. Texas Born said, is this about the election? Not necessarily about the election. It's about life in general. I'm saying we are a mess, period. Throughout your life, throughout your time here on this earth, right? We are a mess. How do you say, so you said, how do I let black men and women know I voted blue? Please, how do I say I'm safe? Okay, look, let them know. Look, here's the thing, right? A lot of times people are going to feel the way that they feel. A lot of times people are going to do what they do because of their experiences and things like that. I just got to tell you, I don't have to actually tell you, right? I don't have to actually disclose. But if that's a topic of discussion, then you go ahead and you do it the best way that you know how. I can't tell you how to say it because I don't feel like I have to do anything like that, right? However, but we all have to make sure that we can tell people, or what's the word I'm looking for? We all have to disclose at some time, right? Who we are and what we are, right? And that's up to you. So to answer your question, disclosure is up to you, right? I don't have to prove anything to anybody. But if I want to express or disclose who I voted for, if I voted blue or red or whatever it may be, because this is the question that was asked, then that's what I do. I'm grown, right? I'm grown. But if you have done something, if there's something going on and there's something happening, and there is this whole thing about whether or not you're safe or all of these things like that, like you said, then boom. Then boom. You do what's best for you. But my thing is, the way that I do it, right, is that I just let people know. Disclosure is at my discretion. And it may look differently for others. So if you want to let somebody know that you voted blue, then you do that. If you want to tell somebody you voted red, then you do that. If you want to tell somebody that you are glad this happened, that happened, then you do that. You are grown, right? But if you want to feel safe, and this was part of your question, if you want to feel safe, then discretion is at disclosure is at your discretion. It's about you doing what you feel you need to do in that moment. I'm not ever going to tell anybody, you must say it. You better say it. You better tell us. No. No, that part. How do you feel about people leaving their friends because of who they voted for? And you know what, Danny? Sometimes I really think that. So I, so this is so funny, Danny. So I'm gonna speak to this question, right, y'all? Because I'm gonna get out of here, but I'm gonna answer this question. So, Danny, I unfriended about 10 people um over the course of the last couple of weeks. Now, here's why. I don't normally do it, right? I don't normally do it. But let me tell you something. It's one thing to have a different belief than somebody else, right? This is me. This is I statements. I feel this way. Not everybody. It's one thing to have different beliefs. It's one thing to feel that you're blue or you're red, but it's something totally different when you are harming and hurting me with your rhetoric and your conversations, when you are setting me up, right, to be looked at as the villain, when you are telling people that I'm this and I'm that, when you are doing things to harm me, right? These people I have known, I was in the military with. Y'all know we talked about the military before. I was in the military with. And these people were talking about, but then here's the thing. They were saying to me, Titan, you're not like them. But I am a black gay man who is HIV positive. You just sit here and went on a whole rant about how they should be unalived, about how they should be. And you're saying they, so you don't specifically point out me being a black gay man who's HIV positive. But I had to let that go. Y'all, I don't have time for the toxic behavior. I don't have time for you disrespecting me in that sense when I've only given you respect. So if you were a friend of mine, Danny, if you were a friend of mine, truly a friend of mine, this wouldn't even be a conversation. I left you, or I blocked you, or I unfriended you because you attacked me for no reason at all, for me just existing. And y'all, I know y'all are probably going to say, you know what, Titan, those are just words. But we already know. We already know the power in the tongue. We know the power in the words. We know what this does. This can incite things. This can make things happen just by you popping your gums. But if you were a friend of mine, now notice what I'm saying. If you were a friend of mine, you would have never talked about them like that because I'm part of them. I'm the they. That's me. You're sitting in my circle, but you believe I should be unalived? You feel that I'm after the children? You are telling me, well, no, that's not you, Titan. Well, who is it? Well, who is it? I respect you, but you don't respect me because I stand up and I'm proud of who I am. You want to tell me that I can't live the life that I'm living, but you get to go out that door every day and live the life that you're living. So, yes, I unfriended you. So, yes, you are no longer my friends. So, yes, we are done. So, yes, there's no reason for us to even have a conversation anymore because our relationship has changed. And I thank God for clarity. And I thank God for clarity. Now, if I'm just being vindictive and nasty, that's something totally different. But if you have come against me, if you have said things against who I am, and then here's the other part too, Danny, and I'm talking to Danny, but I'm not talking about Danny, but I'm answering the question. Here's the other part as well, right? I have a village, a tribe, a gang, and a chosen family. We may not all agree on everything in this world, but we respect one another. And if I have allowed you into my circle, into my village, my tribe, and my gang, my chosen family, then I respect you to the utmost. But this is what I want to tell y'all, and I want to say this before we get out of here today. You don't get the chance, the choice, the feeling to disrespect me and talk about me and treat me like hell and then expect me to be okay with it. No, snip, snip. You gone. 2 fingers and 1 word. Peace. I'm out. I don't have anything for you. And that's okay. That's okay. Because I was never your friend to begin with. If you can do that to me because of some vote, you can do that to me because somebody said this. You could do that to me. The person that's been in your corner, the person that's been down for you like 4 flat tires and we ain't going nowhere. If you can do that to me, then I can say 2 fingers, 1 word, peace. We done. We done. And I don't miss no words with that. Y'all, we have got to stop playing this. Oh, well, I don't want to hurt your feelings. You hurt mine. Every good turn deserves another. Now, y'all, I don't believe in always going eye for an eye, tooth for a tooth, but some people will sit here in your face and play with your time. Some people will sit here and play with you all day long because they know that you are not going to pop off. They know that you're not going to do anything, but I don't have to be your friend. I don't have to be with you. I don't have to be that thing. I'm going to tell you today we are done. This changes us forever. And just because I may see you out and about and I may be cordial and say hi, that doesn't mean that we are friends. That doesn't mean that we are hanging out. That doesn't mean that you're invited to the cookout. That doesn't mean that. What that means is that I thought that you were a friend of mine. I thought that you were here for me. I respected you on all the wickedness that you were doing. But because I chose to stand up and be who I believe God made me to be this black gay man who is HIV positive, now you got a problem with me. Now you've been over here talking and saying, but the kicker is this is the piece of all resistance. You said I should be unalived. You said that I should be unalived. Do you know how much vindictiveness and nastiness that you have to have in your heart to say that I should not be here? You have stood in a circle of people and told them that I should not be here. But then you say to me, Titan, that's not you. Well, then who is it? Because the last time I checked, I identify as all of those things that you said should no longer be on this earth. And Danny, thank you so much for your question. You see, that was a little personal because I just had to let them people know, like, I don't have time for that. Well, Titan, you taking it too seriously. No, that's just like them telling me that I am 3/5 of a human, that because of my skin, I don't deserve the things that everybody else get. I can't control how I was born. I can't control how I came into this world. I can't control the fact that my skin is brown or my skin is black or I identify or I have the culture. That's not on you. Y'all, it's always the person that's spewing the hate that want to tell you, oh my God, why you have to be so mean and angry? I'm not being mean and angry, but I ain't got to fool with you no more. I'm going to let you know straight up. And I'm not going to wait until we're by ourselves in a corner where it's quiet. I'm going to tell you right now today, we done. We are done. I am a mess. We are a mess. We're going to mobilize. We're going to educate. We're going to support and we're going to sustain. And we're going to do that with or without you. And if you are coming on my lives, if you are coming on my platforms, if you are coming into spaces and places that I am in, and you are telling me that I don't deserve to draw breath on this planet, if you are telling me that I am not good, you're telling me that I'm nasty, you're telling me that I am a criminal, that I'm all of these things, right? You were never my friend. You were never my friend. You understand what I'm saying? But y'all, I'm going to be real with you. I had to tell them straight up, oh, we done. We are done. And I'm not going to mince any words with that. That's it. So we're at the Montrose Center last night. I'm finna get on out of here. We're at the Montrose Center last night. We mobilized, we educated, we supported, and we're going to sustain. This is not over. Your life goes on. So have your moment, shed your tears, but I want you to shake that ish off. And then I want you to shift those gears. And why do I want you to do that? Because you belong here. You belong here, period. Point blank, period. And nobody gets to tell you to leave. Nobody gets to tell you to go away. Nobody gets to do that. And even with this going on, even with Tuesday happening, you still belong here. So we're going to be a mess. That's what we're going to do. You a mess, I'm a mess, we all a mess. We're going to be a mess because that mess means that we're going to mobilize. We're going to educate. We're going to support, and then we're going to sustain all the way through and through all of our communities, all my Black and brown communities, all my LGBTQIA plus communities, all my Black communities, all my male communities, all my HIV positive communities, all of us, the fathers, the brothers, the mothers, the aunts, the uncles. We have to be a mess. We can't leave it for the other people. Well, I'm just going to wait here until it stops. I'm just going to wait here until this. Y'all, did y'all hear me talk about any of the opponents? Did y'all hear me talk about any of the elects? Did y'all hear me? No. What I'm talking about is what I have right here in my own community. Last night, we mobilized. Last night, we talked about what this meant, but the acknowledgement was key. We acknowledge it, but y'all, this ain't the first. This ain't the first. It won't be the last. We've mobilized before. We've educated before. We've supported before. And we sustained now. We will continue. That's my promise to you this morning. That's my promise to you every time I get on my platform and I speak it. I'm going to be about it. Every time I show up somewhere, I'm going to be about it because you don't get to live the life that you have, and I can't live the life that was afforded to me. I can't live the blessing that I am. I can't be who God made me to be. I can't be on my purpose. And my purpose is for me to get up in the morning and to represent this Black gay man who is HIV positive. I get to represent who I am. I get to be who I am. Period. We are a mess. This morning, the topic is we are a mess, but we are talking about mobilizing, educating, supporting, and sustaining. And that's all that we need to do. So you be a mess. You be a mess. I'll be a mess. We always, right, will be a mess. So I'm not telling you don't feel some kind of way. I'm not telling you don't feel it. Acknowledge it for what it is. It hurt. It didn't make me feel good. I wished for a different outcome. You good. Acknowledgement is key. But what we gonna do after you acknowledge that, we're gonna be a mess. We're gonna be a mess today and every other day going forward. And y'all, our ancestors did not go through this for nothing. Our elders did not go through, work hard, bleed down to the bone, just for us to sit here and not be a mess. Just for us to sit here and say, oh, well, that doesn't bother me. It has nothing to do with me. The ancestors did not do that. The elders, those elders, your grandma, your mama, your big mama, your nana, they did not go through all they went through just because they wanted us to sit here and just be pretty. Period. They want us to be a mess. And again, I want to say this one last time before I get out of here. You don't have to be astronomical in being a mess. You can be right in your own community, right in your own home, in your family, and you can be a mess all day long, every day. And that's where you start. Stop letting these children go out here and get it from everybody else. Talk to your children. Make sure your children know. Talk to your young adults. Talk to your elders, because your elders can tell you something about how it was before. My grandmother was born in the 30s. My mother was born in the 50s. They can tell you how things were. And you want to sit here and say that it doesn't matter that they're raising the retirement age? It matters. These people have worked all their lives. For what? For you to keep moving the goalpost? For you to keep saying that's not enough? These people have worked all their lives to have houses and homes and have land and all of these things, but you want to keep raising the taxes. You want to sit here and say that it's not right. Women's rights, they have full autonomy over their own bodies. You feel me? Then you want to tell me that because I am part of the LGBTQIA plus community, that I am who I am, that I don't deserve to be here. Then you're telling me that if I didn't come to this country legally, then I deserve to be deported. And here's the thing. Here's the thing. Let me talk to you. Let me talk to you, right? Here's the thing. Read what it says about the mass deportation. Read what it says. If you thought them bringing them from the border and shipping them to other safe haven towns was something that was nasty and vile, you just wait. You just wait. You just wait. You thought that you were doing something when you talked about gender affirming care, as if we are trying to change the children. What we're trying to do is be understanding about how people feel and what they know, right? And how they identify. You get to identify the way that you are. You get to go in and get care and do all of that. You're right. You're right. I can't have full autonomy over my body when it comes to children, but I can go and change everything else. I can do every other surgery under the sun. And insurance will even pay for it. But I can't have full autonomy over my body. Y'all, this morning's topic is we are a mess. And what I mean by mess is mobilize, educate, support, and sustain. I want to tell you again and again and again, we must mobilize. We must educate. We must support, and we must sustain. We have to stop standing by and letting people just go. We got to stop standing by and letting our future just pass us by. We have to stop this, because here's the thing. Regardless if it was this Tuesday's election or 15, 20 years ago election, it's still the same thing. Still the same thing. You are a mess. We are a mess. But I want you to understand that it's not the mess that people think it is. It's the mess that we are going to mobilize. We're going to educate. We're going to support, and we're going to sustain. What's your legacy? I'm a mess. What's your legacy? I'm a mess. Because that's what I'm going to do until I'm not able to do it anymore. And I hope and pray that my legacy rolls on after that, so that others will mobilize, educate, support, and sustain. All right, y'all. Let's do it. Y'all grab your cups one more time because I feel like I need a sip. Because, baby, let me tell you, y'all had it going this morning. These comments are fire over here. Things are happening, y'all. I'm trying to like get to the point, but y'all moving so fast this morning. So I may not be able to get to all the comments. Hey, $10. Hey, Miss Funky. Hey, Silent Chat. Hey, Simply. Hey, to all of y'all this morning. Good morning. Look, y'all. I'm trying to get to y'all this morning. Thank y'all so much. Look at y'all, 20K likes this morning. All right, y'all. So TikTok, I got 2 donuts left to meet my goal this morning. I had a goal of 20. I'm at 18. Can I get those 2 donuts? Danny said, love hearing you speak this morning. Thank you so much, Danny. I appreciate it. Thank you all for being here. Thank you all for the new followers. Thank you all for coming in, and just thank you so much. Thank you so much, Red Baby G. Thank you so much for doing that, y'all. And let me sip. We are a mess. Thank you so much, Danny. Danny said, first time here, love it. Thank you so much, Danny. I appreciate you. I love all of this. So, y'all, I'm going to scoot up a little bit and I'm going to move this microphone out the way this morning because I want to talk to y'all. We don't have to be political. We don't have to do all of those things. But I do believe that we have to be human. We have to understand that this world is not just one way. This world is made up of a plethora of great individuals, lovely people, cultures, times, places, spaces. It is made up of so much. And I believe that we just have to acknowledge the fact that we are a part of something greater, right? And so with that being said, you are a mess. We are a mess. And those of you who came in liking and comment, hey, House of Pain, good morning to you. I see that you're on here this morning. Thank you all so much. Hey, Dark Oasis, Bliss Titan, indeed. Thank you so much. Thank y'all so much. Silent Chat said, very important and great live this morning. Thank you so much, Silent Chat. I appreciate you. Love hearing you speak this morning. Okay, indeed. House of Pain said they're so worried about all rights, but not worried about Texas and how it's raising. Come on. The elections affect generations. Indeed, it does. Indeed, it does. So, y'all, I'm not going to get into this because y'all know I can keep on talking, but it's already 9:30 and I need to get out of here. This gives all new meaning to being a hot mess. That part. Now look, Lucy Lou, I thought about it this morning. I said, oh, they're gonna be thinking Titan calling me a mess. No, this is what the mess is. Wild Warrior said, good morning, gang, and family. Good morning, Wild Warrior. Y'all, good morning. So, y'all, this is what I want y'all to do. I want y'all to say after me, right? We are a mess. We are a mess, because this is what we're gonna do. Sandollar said, I'd rather be a mess than just be regular. That part, okay? We are a mess, right? So this morning, I want you to take your arms and your hands, and I want you to, if you can't do it if you can't do it physically, do it mentally, emotionally, and spiritually. And I want you to wrap those arms and those hands around you, and I want you to hug yourself real tight, right? Hug yourself like the little babies do when they go up and they hug people. They be like, hug yourself like that. And I want you to put your name where my name is, right? I want you to put your name where my name is. We're going to do it a little different this morning. I want you to put your name where my name is. And I want you to repeat after me. Hug yourself. Hug yourself. And I want you to say, Titan, you a mess. Put your name where my name is, right? And I want you to say it loud. Titan, you a mess, right? We mobilize, we educate, we support, and we sustain. Titan, you are a mess. That's what I want you to do. You don't have to ask for it. You don't have to return it with a receipt, right? We need more people being messes in this world. Titan, you a mess, right? Y'all, let's go. Let's get it. D. Holly, you a mess. Danny, you a mess. Red Baby G, you a mess. Dark Oasis, you a mess. Bamboo, you a mess. Sand dollars, you a mess. Wild Royale, you a mess. Lucy Lou, you a mess. Percolator, you a mess. Tanner, you a mess. Paula, you a mess. Kirby, you a mess. Who else did I have here? I'm sorry. Andrew, you a mess. Twan, you a mess. Miguel, you a mess. House of Pain, you a mess. Silent Chat, you a mess. Carrie, you a mess. Taller, you a mess. Let me see who else did I have here. Hold on. Simply, you a mess. What else did I have? Hold on. Miss Funky, hey Miss Funky, you a mess, right? Morg, you a mess. Carol, you a mess. Daryl, you a mess. Marco, you a mess. Running, you a mess. Let's see. Martha, you a mess. Measy, you a mess. Carolina, you a mess. Soulful, you a mess. Okay, King, you a mess. The King, you a mess. Peoples, you a mess. Patricia, you a mess. Peaches, you a mess. Hey, Peaches, you a mess. Okay, Darrell, you a mess. All right, look, y'all. Okay, you a mess. CCC, you a mess. Amaka, you a mess. Martha, you a mess. Texas Born, you a mess. Mary, you a mess. Let's see, who else did we have? Who else did we have up in here? Beatrice, you a mess. Dina, you a mess. America, you a mess. Cody, you a mess. Let's see, who else did we have? Oh boy, y'all had this. Spicy Gal, you a mess. Who else did we have? Oh, hold on. Ooh, look at all these people. Eustrata, you a mess. TT, you a mess. Terrence, you a mess. Call it, you a mess. Shayla, you a mess. Popular, you a mess. BB or Bebe, you a mess. You a mess. Let's see, who else did we have? User, you a mess. Let's see. Oh, hold on, y'all. Ooh. Sherry Pie, you a real mess. Okay, that's what you said earlier. Okay. Choba, you a mess. Chobin, you a mess. Donut, you a mess. Because I had the donuts today. Sure did. Sure did. Okay. Let's see, who is it? Trista, you a mess. MT, you a mess. Okay. Terrence again, you a mess. Perseus, you a mess. Keisha, you a mess. Mississippi, you a mess. The King, you a mess. MT, you a mess. Woo, y'all, that was a lot. Terrell, you a mess. Honest, you a mess. Peoples, I think that's how you say it. You a mess. Okay, H-Town, you a mess. Okay, we a mess. Okay, that's it right there. Y'all, we are a mess. Thank y'all so much. I want you to say it one more time. We are a mess because we will mobilize. We will educate. We will support and we will sustain. That's what we will do. Okay? We will support and we will sustain. You are a mess. We will all be a mess and that's what we will do. Okay? Okay, that part right there. Thank y'all so much. Okay? Woo, Silent Chat say, woo, we are a whole mess. Indeed. And that's where we're going to be. D. Holly said, another great message, Titan. Thank you so much. I appreciate y'all. Y'all hold space for those individuals that are out here. Hold space for those individuals who do not understand, right? And hold space for those who need some education on where they are and where they stand. We have intersections. We are always around, and that's what we do. So I want to thank y'all so much. Before I get out of here, D. Holly said, don't forget. I'm not going to forget. All right, y'all. I'm going to put it into the comments. Hold on. Whew. Hold on. Let me put it into the comments. Let me put it into the comments. All right. So I'm going to pin it in the comments over here. I'm going to put it into the comments over her. Okay. I'm going to put it into the comments over her and over her. All right. Y'all be playing with me. Y'all be playing with me. I swear. Y'all be playing with me. All right, y'all. It's the Power, Position, and Purpose Journal, right? It is a Power, Position, and Purpose Journal. This is my journal. It is on Amazon. And all you got to do is type in, I put the link down in the comments, but if you can't click on the link, all you can do is go to Amazon and type in Titan Capri. It's the Power, Position, and Purpose Journal. And what it is, it's a working journal, but it's a journal of truth, right? It's a journal of who you are and what you're doing. And I think, what? Here we go. All right, y'all, look. And I guess that's what it is. Okay, look. Okay. So here lately they've been getting me. So even with me, a person, I think because I said the A word too many times, but this is mine here, right? So anyway, so the journal, right, is for you to be truthful and open and honest with yourself about where you are, right? So the journal is basically the first page here says a word for you, right? And the word is blessed. And it says, a word for you, blessed. Hello, and thank you for choosing this journal. Y'all like how I said that? Hello, and thank you for choosing this journal. I like to believe that journaling is a way to acknowledge and understand where you are in life. I would like to offer you a couple of things for this journey, right? Number one, I am worthy. You are worthy. You are worthy of love, life, and laughter. Number two, I belong here. Remember what we talked about? I belong here. Don't let nobody tell you that you don't belong here. You belong here. And then lastly, but certainly not least, you are a blessing, right? You are a blessing, right? I believe that if you are blessed, then you are a blessing. And if you're blessing, then you're surely blessed. And here's the thing, right? What is my power? What is my position? What is my purpose, right? And then the journal asks you a couple of things, right? Today I feel, right? And here's the thing, it doesn't have to be pretty. It doesn't have to be, all of those things. But today, I'm going to go to today. Hold on. And y'all, I'm going to do it while I'm on live with y'all this morning before I get out of here. Let me go. Look, I'm doing the pages, right? And it doesn't have to be pretty, y'all. It doesn't have to be pretty. You can write in and out of the lines, all around the lines. You can do, look how I did on this page right here. You can do however you feel, whatever you feel, do it how you feel. But this morning, because it was a great topic, and I'm going to do it here, got my pen, and I'm about to write it in. Today, you are a mess, right? Today, you are a mess. And that's what I'm writing in here. That's what I'm writing in here. M.E.S.S. You are a mess, right? Mobilize. So we're going to do it here. Mobilize, right? We're going to educate. We're going to support. There it is. And we're going to sustain. Right? That's what we're going to do. Right? So, y'all, I'm going to write it this morning. This morning is Thursday. It's the 7th, right? I'm going to put the 7th of November. All right? I'm going to write across the top here. Y'all, what I'm about to show y'all, because this is what I do. Great show. And then I am thankful, right? All right. And so I started it right here, y'all. And here's the thing. Here's the thing, y'all. It does not have to be pretty. It don't have to be pretty. This is your journal. But you be, right, real with who you are. So this morning, I want to write something real into the journal. I don't think I've ever done this before while we were on live. I want to write into the journal this morning, right, that it's the 7th of November. You are a mess. We mobilize we educate, we support, and we sustain. And I want to write in this that we are all a mess. And I am thankful for you all continuing to be a mess with me. I am thankful for you all continuing to be a mess with me. And that's what I'm putting in here. I am thankful for you all continuing to be a mess with me. And say it one more time for me. You a mess. We a mess. You a mess. We a mess. We all are a mess. Yes, being a mess with me. I am so blessed by this. Yes. Yes, indeed. And then there we have it. And then there we have it. Look, let me tell y'all something. Let me tell you what I know when I tell you what I know, right? Go on over and get you a journal, right? If you get you a journal, I'm asking for consent. Please, if you would like, send me a picture with you with the journal, right? I would love that. I would love that. Also, if you don't want to send yourself in the picture, right? Just take a picture of the journal and just let me know that you got one. Or just shoot me a message and say, hey, Titan, I got my journal. You know what I mean? I would love that. But I really want to make a huge collage of those that have supported me, those that continue to support. And I would just like that if you want to do that, right? If you want to do that. Use that for the next journal in the series. Indeed. You know what? And that might be the thing to do because I already have a title, Lucy Lou, but I think that might be the thing to do. Look, I'm going to do it for the next journal in the series. Now you got me writing for real over here, Lucy Lou. Okay. All right, y'all. I love y'all. I love y'all. I love y'all. Until next time, y'all be blessed and y'all be good. And thank you all for being a mess with me. Until next time. So every Tuesday and Thursday, 8 a.m. Central Standard Time is Titan in the morning. I am here with you all, but also on TikTok on Sundays, I am here 3 p.m. Central Standard Time. And it is a Sunday vibe with Titan. We will have a word and we will play music. We'll do a little something, but it's truly a vibe. It's what it is. And it's on TikTok, 3 p.m. Sundays. Now, this Sunday, I might be in the car, right, at 3 p.m. I'm trying to make sure that I get there because I'm taking a trip this Sunday. So I'm trying to make sure that I'm there for 3 so that I can get in and get settled and then make sure that I do what I need to do for you all on Sunday. So if anything changes, TikTok, I'll let you all know. But that's what I'm trying to do. Get to my destination, get set up, and then go ahead on and do my Sunday vibing with Titan. Now, if it happens in the car, it happens in the car. I just want to let you all know. Until next time, y'all be blessed. Thank you all so much. Thank y'all. Look. That part right there. Yes, indeed. All right, y'all. I love y'all. And thank y'all for, boy, y'all did it today. Oof. Okay. Love you. Indeed. Y'all take care.